It's me, you know what it is, it's DG Peace. I'm here with, once again,
Lady Rose.
And y'all, I gotta bring this up, because it's time. We brought this up. What is up with these kids talking the way they do to these grown folk?
I'll tell you what it is. A lack of discipline.
Ross, I was over there. I was at the store because I know the store owners, and you know she had her two little. One girl was in high school, the other one was out of high school. And long story short, she straight up told me, looked me in my face, told me, yeah, I call my parents faggots and I tell them to shut up, and they don't do anything about it. I thought they was playing, because had I told my mama to shut up, I wouldn't have no head left to speak.
They what?
Girl, I'm not playing. She told me straight up that she called her dad a faggot.
What the heck? And I am censoring what I really want to say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she said, because I'm gonna tell you, look, I'm only 26, and I can tell you, back in my day, if I called my daddy a faggot, girl, I would be missing.
I made the mistake one time telling my daddy to shut up. You know what he did? He put me over his knee and paddled my butt, and I was probably about 15 years old.
Girl, I got whooping so many times. Some with switches, some with belts.
The last time I got a whooping, I was 16, and my daddy told me, I don't care how old you are. You gonna disrespect me? You're gonna get a whooping. I don't care how. He goes, I don't care if you're married and you got kids. I will put you over my knee. I ain't never done nothing to disrespect my parents after that. I was too afraid to.
And like, we was at the park the other day, and like this mother was sitting over there telling her daughter, get over here right now. She said, no.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, this little girl was making her mother chase around her. Her mother told her to come over to her, and the little girl says, you come over here. Oh, I said that to my mama. Ooh, I wouldn't have a butt left.
Right. I mean, like, oh my God.
I would not be sitting on this glorious gluteus maximus that I am now had I ever said that to my mama.
And there wouldn't be no come here right now. Girl, when my mama got a hold of me, you would have thought I was acting, if you thought I was bad before, girl, she would have whooped me straight up in the park. In the park.
There wouldn't have been none of this, let's go to the bathroom shit. It would have been right.
And that's all you would have heard.
Do that again? No, mama.
Right. I bet you she wouldn't have said it. I couldn't do that. I could not. And you know what? Our parents are always talking about how disrespectful we are and everything like that. We are nowhere as these kids are today. I'm telling you, like, it's because you get all this, don't paddle your kids. You don't need to whip your kids in order to punish them. There are more alternative ways to do it.
Spanking is abuse.
Spanking is wrong. And I'm sitting there thinking like, bitch. I mean, witch. I mean, snitch. I mean, you, lady. Ma'am?
Sir? Okay, now I do have to commend this. Y'all know I work in retail. I'm a cashier at a store. I had a father come in the other day. He had a little girl and a little boy. The little girl was not listening. She was probably about 4 or 5 years old. Little boy's probably about 8 or 9. She was not listening. She wanted a candy bar. Her daddy said, okay, you can get a candy bar. She grabbed 2 candy bars. He says, no, you need 1. She grabbed 2 of the king-size candy bars. The one with 4 Reese's Cups in it. She grabbed 2 of them suckers. And he says, no, you don't need 2. You can have 1 and you can get a small one. Well, she put the 2 big ones back after a fight, and then she grabbed 2 small ones. And he says, no, you need 1. You don't even need that one. Well, she put 2 up on the counter, and he gave 1 to her brother and told him to put it back. So his brother put it back. Well, she went over there and grabbed it again and put it up on the counter, and he grabbed her arm and he went on her behind. Wasn't very hard. It was enough to get her to realize, oh, hey, I ain't listening and I better straighten up. Now, she teared up a little bit. She did cry a little bit, but it was because
she had done wrong.
It was because she was learning her lesson. She wasn't hurt. She was just shocked that he did it. It hurt her feelings. It didn't hurt her physically.
That's what I'm saying.
And I wanted to look at that daddy and say, I commend you.
Good job.
Good job. I had a mama come in the next day, and her probably 13, 14-year-old daughter was mouthing off to her. And I was listening to everything this little girl was saying to her mom. She was mouthing off to her mama. And I'm like, had I said half that shit, I wouldn't have a mouth left.
That's what I said. If we said half the stuff they be saying to their parents right now,
if we even thought about saying it,
our mouth would be ripped off. We wouldn't have it. We would be. But this mama popped her across the mouth, and she says, "Talk to me like that again. I ain't having it." Right. And that girl stopped. It's not. Listen, there is a difference between abuse and whooping. Now,
there's a difference between abuse and discipline.
Now, when you smack them across the face so hard that they fall down,
that's abuse.
That's abuse. But popping them across the mouth is not abuse. But what we get now is you don't need to be slapping your child like that. That's what causes the fight. Other
people that are on the sidelines that don't even know you, don't even know your kids, that are sitting there that are calling DSS and the police and everybody saying that you're abusing your child in the middle of Walmart. No, I'm disciplining my child. Okay, I don't have kids. Neither does DT. But I know when there's discipline and then there's abuse.
That's right.
I've seen both spectrums. I worked in childcare. I've seen both sides of the spectrum. I've seen discipline. I've seen abuse. And then I've seen a parent letting their kid walk all over them. There's a girl I work with. She's 23 years old. Her 2-year-old bullies her. Her 2-year-old bullies her. And she lets him.
I wish I would let her. Look, my cousin, she was 2 years old at the point. She couldn't really talk at this point. And my other cousin Tamika, her mama, told her, "Get over here right now." And she looked at her. She said, "Mama, I don't know what she said."
I don't know what half of them ever say.
I don't know what she said, but Tamika got up and she spanked her across the leg. We looked there and said, "Tamika, what did she say?" She said, "It don't matter. You don't say that to me."
It don't matter, you don't talk back.
Right. That's not a whooping. Now, see, the flip side of it is, my mom took one of my other little cousins to Food Line, and she left him in the car. This little cousin is 12 years old, with the windows cracked, on a cold day. My mama walked in, she walked out. Next thing you know, the police comes. "Ma'am, do you know you had a child sitting in the car?" And I'm sitting over there like, yes, we do know that we have a 12-year-old boy sitting in the car with the windows cracked.
Who had the choice to go into the store with her.
Right, who had the choice to go. Do you know why my cousin was sitting in the car? Because he was playing with his tablet. You know, the thing that you can watch cartoons on? Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead of being in the store bored? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why he was sitting in the car. And see,
or instead of having his face glued to the tablet and walking in all the shelves.
Right. And see, the thing about it is, that wouldn't have been the case except for the little strange boy that came over there and knocked on the window, going, "Are you okay? It's none of your business what's going on in somebody else's car."
Now, there are some cases where I could commend alerting the authorities for that. There are some cases I could commend that for. But if there's a 12-year-old kid sitting in the car playing on his tablet with the windows cracked on a cold day, I mean, I might ask, "Are you all right?" And if he says, "Yeah, I'm fine," you know, they're in the store.
No, he locked the door because at that point he was scared.
Oh yeah, well then no, I back away.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so we had 2 little boys at our store a couple weeks ago. Their parents were walking around the store, not paying them a bit of attention. Probably about 7, 8 years old, but probably about a year apart. Each of them, one was probably 7, one was probably 8. You know, walking around hand in hand. They walked up to me and I asked them, "Can I help you?" And they said, well, we can't find our mom. And I said, well, what does your mom look like? I can help you find her. And they go, no, I don't need the help. We're fine. And they went walking through the store. Well, my manager was there. She said, what's wrong with them two little boys? I said, they can't find their mom. They went to the bathroom while their parents were walking around, and now they can't find them. I said, when I asked them if I could, what their mom looked like, I was going to help them find her, and they just walked off. They said they were fine. Well, we followed them through the store, and these kids were onto us. They knew we were following through the store. And they was hiding. They was going in the corners, walking across the wall, staying as far. I mean, I was giving them their space. I didn't need them screaming and shouting and causing a scene or anything. I just wanted to make sure they found their parents, Well, they finally found their dad. Thank goodness they found their dad. One of the other employees walked over to the dad saying, "Oh, you're their dad. Okay, good." They walked out of the bathroom. We were worried that they find y'all. We wanted to make sure they found their parents and not somebody snatch them up. I said, but those boys, they knew what stranger danger was. They knew what stranger danger was.
Oh, if you look at Darren the wrong way, he's saying so.
Oh, yeah.
Because, my little cousin, okay, so we was going through the mall, and this random dude, I didn't know who he was, but apparently he knew my father's side of the family. He comes in there.
The guy at the gas station just now.
That's what I'm saying. I got people who know me that I don't know. And they'll walk up to me like, "Hey, how you doing? Who are you?"
That's how I feel at a family reunion. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since you were a baby.
Well, good, because I haven't seen you at all.
Yeah, obviously I haven't seen you since I was a baby, because I don't know who the hell you are.
That's what I'm saying.
We get way off topic.
We got to get back on topic. But anyway.
Cut all that out.
Anyway. My little cousin, he's sitting over there like, "Terrell, who is this man?" I said, "How the crap should I know?" "I'm your daddy's friend." Brother, I don't know my daddy's friends. I barely talk to my daddy.
So it's like, I don't know my dad's friends. I barely know my dad.
Yes. I haven't seen. Well, you haven't seen me since you was just about this big, and you only.
Well, then why the hell you coming up to me? Because I don't remember you.
He said, "Tell your father." I said, "Hey." Darian said, "I'm glad you know him because I was about to call the police." I said, "Darian, with what phone?" "Yours."
Oh my God. I love you, cousin.
I said, "Darian, you about to reach into my pocket?" Anyway, back to the topic of conversation. Parents, discipline your kids.
Please.
Stop letting other people tell you how to do it.
I got these 50, 60, 70-year-old people coming up to me and saying, "You are so well behaved. You are so polite." I'm just like, it's because my parents raised me right.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
But still, my parents raised me to be respectful. Nowadays, parents, there's people my age, they getting pregnant and everything, and they keep getting pregnant, keep having kids. I know a girl our age that had, 4 or 5 kids?
Oh my Jesus.
She started popping them out in friggin' high school. She had 2 by the time we were seniors.
They might call me disrespectful, but
Mine will too.
Mine will too, but they know good well I don't do drugs. I keep myself busy and I stay out of anything illegal. They know that.
I get out of trouble.
That's what I'm saying.
And we may act a fool. We may act like fools.
We do.
We act like fools when we're out, when we're having a good time. But we also know when enough's enough. If there are people around, like that guy, that older man that tried to kick us out of the Walmart a couple years ago. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Was following us through the Walmart because I pulled the ball out of the bin and tossed it to DT, and DT missed it. And I ducked down the aisle before the old man saw me. Well, he approached DT, told DT that
I was acting childish and I needed to stop.
There was nobody around though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he followed us through the store.
He did, and we messed around a little bit. There was at one point I hurt my ankle and I had climbed into a shopping cart and y'all were pushing me around.
Yeah.
And when there was people around, we didn't race up and down the aisles like we were.
That's what I'm saying.
Down the other aisles. But we weren't destroying property. We weren't jumping on the skateboards and doing tricks and breaking them. You know, we weren't running into people. If there was somebody down the aisle, we completely avoided that aisle.
Dude, the most we did was skip down an open walkway. It's open and nobody was there. All we did was skip, saying, "We're off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz." Literally.
We do that everywhere we go.
We do.
If y'all are ever out and you see a couple of knuckleheads, that's us.
That's us. We're going out to the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
But anyways, like I said, I mean, we're respectful and we have our fun. My parents used to go out and have a ton of fun. My dad used to throw parties, but he was still respectful. Well, I can't say he was that respectful, but anyways, my parents raised me to be respectful. I can still go out and have fun, and I know how to go out and have fun. But when there's people around that may not want to be involved in whatever I'm doing, I don't involve them involuntarily.
Right, and that's me too. I have people calling, "You are so mature. You are so."
I have the same thing.
Right, and it's
I'm just like, no, I'm not.
Right, like I'm a kid at heart. I will joke around.
Always.
I will joke around and laugh like I'm crazy. I do it at work, but they also know that when I flip the switch, I mean business. I don't mince words. If I don't like this, I say no, I don't like it. I didn't, you know what I mean? But I was also respectful to somebody else. Now, when somebody's disrespectful to me, I tell them to shut the heck up because they messing with the wrong one.
Well, and I'm the same way. I will joke and I will laugh and I will pick and tease with these guys at work. But when it comes to doing my job and getting my job done, I do it and I get it done. And they want to give me, my managers want to give me crap about not getting enough done around work. And I'm just like, I'm the only one that ever does anything.
Anyway. yeah, we gotta cover it. Anyway, thanks for listening. We went over our time limit, but it was a topic.
It was one of those topics that sometimes you need to go over a little bit on.
Right. So remember, thanks for listening. I'm DT Peace, and I am here once again with
Lady Riles.
Bye, y'all.
Wait! Don't say bye yet.
What?
Don't say bye yet, because y'all need to remember to like and subscribe.
Yes, you do.
And leave questions in the comments for Grandma.
Yes, baby. Leave questions in the comments for Grandma.
Grandma, when did you get here?
Oh, baby, you know I like to surprise my nephew. Don't I know it?
Your nephew. He's your nephew now, Grandma.
I'm sorry, that's my Rose Thomas.
You mean Alzheimer's?
That too, baby. Come on, Grandma, let's go home. Okay, DT.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
You're listening to Blaze Crew on DTP's Live and Podcast Radio.